All right, guys, got the MTX on the bench. We've got some awesome electronics going into this thing. Check out what I got. First of all, we've got the Max 8 G2 ESC and motor. This is a fantastic combo. Been running it in my sledge for a while now. This thing's got a bunch of power, 160 amps, just like the Max 6 does, censored motor, 8.4 volts BEC. I think it's gonna be a fantastic match to this truck. And to go along with that, we've got the always popular Reef's Raw 500 servo, and we're gonna be running a radio link receiver and transmitter in here. I think the radio link transmitter is the best overall bashing transmitter, and I've got the new version coming up in a future video, so make sure you get subscribed if you don't wanna miss that. I've already got the motor mount installed and the pinion installed. Make sure if you're putting on a pinion, you always clean the threads on the grub screw and the pinion with alcohol or brake cleaner. Apply Loctite, put it on, secure it, and make sure you give it 24 hours to cure, otherwise that pinion's gonna fall off. Because of these awesome little fins, this motor has a 42mm can. Had to get the 42mm mount. It comes stock with a 40mm mount. Before I get this installed, let me show you what's gonna be coming up in the next episode. I'm gonna be putting a rocket in this truck. That's right, a rocket motor. This thing is significantly bigger than the motor we're gonna be trying today, and we're gonna be running this thing on 8S. This is a 4585 motor, and I think it is just barely gonna fit in here. All right, get these electronics installed, then we're gonna go bash and see if we can break this thing. All right, guys, got everything installed, got the ESC on, the motor's in, servo's in. This thing is ready to go. Now, in a minute, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on that install, including a tip that might prevent you from destroying your ESC when you install it. But before that, check this out. All right, guys, well, she looks good. Let's see how well she bashes. All right, well, we got a couple of packs for this thing now, and before I tell you my thoughts on bashing it, let me tell you my thoughts on putting it together. First things first, I want to make sure you guys know that when you're putting this ESC in, if you're putting a Max 8 or Max 6 in here and using these screws, and this goes for any installation you do, make sure you keep an eye on these screw lengths. There is not much room inside these ESCs for these screws to go in, and if you go too far, you're gonna hit the circuit board and potentially ruin this ESC. So check the screw length for the screws that come with it, and make sure yours aren't gonna stick out any further in your installation. Other than that, everything else went really smoothly with the installation. The servo was easy to install, no problems with the servo arm. Radio box is not waterproof. It's pretty water resistant, but there certainly could be some liquid getting in here if you're going through any deep puddles or anything. So make sure you waterproof your receiver first. I always conformally coat mine, but you can take a finger of a glove and stick the receiver in that, wrap some rubber bands around it, and that'll waterproof it as well. Moving on to bashing. I've got a few packs through this truck now, and I can say for the most part, this is a really fun and seemingly very durable truck. This chassis has been absolutely flawless. I've had a few pretty bad crashes. haven't broken any arms, haven't bent the shocks. All the links are still solid. This is a very solid truck, but there are some improvements that I want to make. Now I'm going to be making those improvements in the next video, so if you're interested in that or RC news, reviews, bashing, and crashing, make sure you get subscribed, hit that bell to get notified of future videos. This channel's growing fast and I can't wait to have you as part of it. All right, in the future, here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to change out the center differential fluid first and foremost. This center diff fluid is way too thin, and I'm gonna go up to probably 1 million, if not thicker. Next thing I need to address is this steering system. It's a little bit loose. The servo saver has a bit of slop. I'm gonna put a washer in there. That should tighten it up. As far as the tires are concerned, I'm pretty happy with them. I did vent the tires. I think you should always vent your tires and seal your wheels. This will help these tires last longer and prevent water and debris from getting stuck inside them. These tires do balloon quite a bit, but for bashing, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think I'll be sticking with these tires for now. I've been having a problem with this Max 8 G2 ESC and motor combo. It's been having some hesitation when I go off of jumps. Let me know in the comments if you've had any problems with your Max 8 G2 like that. So what do I think about this truck so far? So far, I think it is really cool. It's extremely durable, a lot of fun, kind of a unique driving experience. Doesn't really feel like a lot of other trucks that are out there, which I think is a great thing. I'm really excited to see how this thing is gonna perform with some more power. In the next video, we're gonna be putting this big old motor in there, if it'll fit, and putting a Max 6 ESC, maybe trying ADIS, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, other than a few small things that I want to address, that you're gonna have to address a few small things on every RC car that you own, I think this is going to be an awesome basher and I can't wait to keep running it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.